This just in, Oklahoma City is good. Oof. Best record in the league again. Could have the MVP again. And you see those number one rankings. You know, they had the best point differential ever last year, just under 13. Plus 11's not too bad either. And again, leading in points off turnovers, and obviously a very stiff test for whoever draws them in this round or the rounds that follow. But Phoenix gets them right now. Another one of Chuck's old teams.
Gonna be a rough day for Chuck today. Both of my teams in trouble today. The reason they're all good defensively. Like if you're an offensive-minded team, you're going to go through peaks and valleys. But when you play the Celtics, you play the Pistons, you play the Thunder, their defense is going to be consistent. Even the Nuggets, who got a really good team, they're not good defensively. But, like, OKC and Boston are probably the two best defensive teams in the league with the Pistons right there. So that's the disadvantage that you face when you play against them. Like, yeah, they're not making shots, but their defense is not going to suffer. Because a lot of offensive teams, when they're not making shots, their defense suffers. Not with OKC and Boston and the Pistons.
Shaq, how would you compare this version of the Thunder with last year's?
Pretty much the same, but more. And I'm going to use one word, and, you know, Kenny will understand. They're together. You know, forget who they got and what they're doing. These guys are together. When you want to win a championship and multiple championships, you have to be together. Even when they come discombobulated sometimes, they quickly get it back together. You know, that record right there, all those ratings, their second best player wasn't there, you know, for a lot of that, and they're still number one. So, you know, their culture is, you know, San Antonio-like, and they play great basketball. It's only one team that scares me for them. That would be the San Antonio Spurs. Other than that, they are together. They are favored to win a championship. I think they can win a championship if they don't meet the Spurs.
This question for the two of you. We haven't had a repeat champion since 2017 and 18 with Golden State. You guys have both been on teams that repeated. What makes it so difficult, Kenny?
Go ahead, champ.
Oh, well, champ, I was just going to say that
thank you, champ.
What makes it difficult, it makes it different. Come on, Ernie. Come on, Ernie. No, what makes it difficult from the start is after you've been on a team and you have the core back, you know, 6, 7, 8 guys back. A lot of times, you know, I used to say fat kite-itis.
Yeah.
You get a little bit full of yourself because, and it's not always 1 through 8. Sometimes it's 9, 10, 11, who all of a sudden get commercials, they get appearances that they didn't get before. So I saw guys walk on the bus who really didn't play in the finals with shades on, new gold chains. It was ridiculous. So until we had a jolt when we didn't play well start of the season, and then Clyde Drexler was traded for, and then we had a jolt. There has to be some type of jolt that gets you into that second mind of like, hey, we got to do this again. And that was difficult for us.
And not only that, everybody have to love their role and be comfortable with the role. If you look at OKC, like, guys are comfortable with how they play and what they do. So, you know, again, I look for this team to repeat unless they meet my Spurs.
Mark Daigneault, by the way, 8-0 in first-round games with Oklahoma City. Meantime, the Suns have lost their last 6 playoff games. They did come out of the play-in, and Jalen Green was playing out of his mind in those 2 games.
Yeah, that was a little deceptive. He played well, but they were playing I watched that game, and I said the Suns going to kill Golden State because Golden State gave everything against the Clippers, and they had nothing left in the tank when they came to Phoenix. And Jalen Green went off. The problem with my Suns is that OKC is just too deep for them, Ernie. They got about 6 guys that can play against Booker and Green, who are all like 6'5", 6'7", 6'8". I mean, they're a complete team. The only thing concerned me about OKC, the injuries, they haven't really played together at all this entire year. That's what makes Shai, Coach Daigneault, and the rest of the guys so impressive. Like, a guy who's an NBA All-Star, who's the second best player on the team, probably played 35 games, and that show you the greatness of Shai and their bench. I mean, to have the same record basically as last year, been the number 1 seed the entire year, and even Shai missed some games, but to be number 1 all year, that tells me how complete a team they are. But like I said, that goes back to what I was saying earlier. They're so good defensively.
Yeah.
And, man, it's going to be tough. It's going to be a tough day for my Sixers and my Suns.
33 games for Jalen Williams on the year.
That's crazy.
Yeah, 17 points, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists. You do have the Dylan Brooks factor in this series, however, for Phoenix. Yeah, he's had a great year. I mean, he's also that guy who brings that stuff to the floor.
He brings a different element, but what's negated is all of his antics is the fact that he's a hell of an offensive player. He really puts pressure on the defense. So when we were saying Jalen Green and Booker, Dylan Brooks is a tough shot maker as well. So you have 3 tough shot makers. That is the hope, if you're a Phoenix Suns fan, is that these tough shot makers for 4 games can be exceptional. Because you're going to have to be not good, but you have to be exceptional. And you're talking about 3 guys that have to average between 22 to 30. And if you could do that, you can put pressure on a team that, and we can't forget that even in their road to the championship last year, they didn't just go 4-0, 4-0, 4-0.
No,
they went to the limit a couple of times. So they're a team that can be taken to the limit as well.
Yeah, Denver took him to 7 games, and then Indiana in the NBA Finals did too. It's kind of the same question I asked you about the Philadelphia series. How does Phoenix make this a series against OKC?
Play hard.
Got to hit a lot of shots. Jalen Green has to, you showed that stat 35, he has to be close to that.
And you know what, Shaq? In his career, he'd never had back-to-back 35-point games, and he did so in the play-in.
In the play-in, he played well. Last year, he kind of disappeared. I think that's why he got traded. Houston wanted to do something else. So he has to play exceptional. Dylan Brooks has to play exceptionally. He has to be that agitator that he's known for being. And they just have to go out and, they have to play super well. Yeah, play hard. That's how you win championships. Something you know nothing about.
But the thing about Dylan Brooks is he can't come out with those antics.
Why not?
He's got to play well.
He got to be him.
He got to play well. Like
he got to agitate.
Because you talked about, we know Booker and Green are going to get me some points. Dylan Brooks, I told you, he should have made the All-Star team. He got jobbed in that situation. He can't have antics. He got to score. Like, they need points. I mean, you're not going to hold OKC to 105 points. They need him to score. Listen, I love Dylan Brooks, but we need points. We don't need antics. Those are 2 different animals.
But on the defensive side, I mean, if he can be an irritant and he can get under somebody's skin, maybe an SGA, that kind of thing, don't you think?
This guy finna win his 2nd MVP. Nobody's getting on his damn skin.
Hey, Boston Celtics, ready for Game 1 against the Philadelphia 76ers. Back with more in a second.